Today we're going to talk about the properties of exponents. We're going to start with multiplication. Exponents. What does x to the fifth really mean? What about x to the fifth times x to the third? Well, x to the fifth really means x times x times x times x times x. And x to the fifth times x to the third means x times 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 x, which in reality is x to the eighth. What this means is when we multiply bases, we add the exponents. Now we have the product of powers property. What this means is if we have a to the m times a to the n, we get a to the m plus n, so we add the exponents. For example, y to the fourth times y to the second equals y times y times y times y times y times y, which is y to the sixth, or y to the 4 plus 2, which is 6. In this example, I'm going to expand 4 times n to the third times 5 times n squared, and I'm going to get 20 times n to the fifth. I can have the same idea by multiplying my 4 and 5 and adding my exponents of 3 and 2. Lastly, I have 4x squared y times 3x cubed y squared. In this example, I will show you. I multiply my numbers and get 12. I add my exponents for x, x to the 2 plus 3, and same for y, y to the 1 plus 2. Remember, if there's no exponent, it means that it's a 1. Then I get my final answer of 12x to the fifth, y cubed. Now, try this one on your own. Pause the video for a moment and try it before you hit play again, and you will see the answer. Now, here's the answer. Minus 24, x to the fourth, y to the 10th. Recall that if we have x to the fifth times x to the third, it equals x to the eighth. So what about x to the fifth raised to the third power? When you multiply the bases, you add the exponents. Here we have x to the fifth 3 times. First time, second time, and third time. Together, that gives us x to the fifth times x to the fifth times x to the fifth, or x to the 15th power. So, when we're raising a power to a power, we multiply the powers, right? As a rule, it's written like this: a to the m raised to the n equals a to the m times n power. Some examples: m to the third to the fourth power is written out 4m to the 4 thirds, or m to the 12th. X squared to the fifth is 5x squareds, or x to the 10th. B to the minus b to the fourth to the fifth is b to the fourth to the fifth, which is b to the 4 times 5, or b to the 20th power. So you can either write them out, or you can just multiply the exponents. There's one more, power of a product property. When finding the power of a product, find the power of each factor, then multiply. So you take your a times b, both raised to the m power, and you get a to the m power times b to the m power. Notice each factor of the product gets raised to the new power. Okay, this only works when they're inside a single parentheses and there are no plus or minus signs between the factors. Very important. Now try these. Pause the video and see how you do. Here are your answers. Any questions? Ask them tomorrow in class. Lastly, we have properties of exponents of division. So they're similar to multiplication, and you'll see a lot of similarities. The first one is if we have a to the m divided by a to the m, now we subtract the powers. It's called the quotient of powers property. A, though, can't be 0 because then this does not work. We can't divide by 0, as we know. So you subtract the exponents. That's it. For example, if we write this out, we have 5 x's on the top and 2 on the bottom. We would cancel out the 2, leaving us with 3. X to the 5 minus 2 is the same as x cubed. 2 more examples. Here, in this second one, first I'm going to add my exponents on the bottom. Then I have 6 to the 11th over 6 to the 7th, and I subtract those, leaving me with 6 to the 4th power. In the third one, I might rewrite my equation as y to the 8th over y to the 5th. I then subtract my exponents, leaving me with y to the third power. Remember, product of a power of a product property. What do you think how this applies to a quotient? Well, it's exactly the same. Again, as long as a and b are numbers, and b cannot be 0. Remember, no division by 0. A couple of examples here you can see, and we are going to reduce the second one here because minus 2 to the fourth is a number 16. And that's it.